Hey, what's up, my wolf pack? This is Wolfmaster, and I'm coming at you again with another Card Fight Vanguard deck profile. Now, in the comments, I had you guys vote for what deck you wanted, and then I looked on my Instagram to see what deck you wanted me to show next. And it was a tie between two decks, and I had a friend of mine break the tie, so in this video, I am going to be showing my one and only Great Nature deck. So yeah, I call this deck Beast University because, you know, they're all just awesome beasts, and like, I'm taking people to school with this deck. Alright, so let's get this started. Alright, okay, I'm going to start with grade 0, work my way up, so enjoy. First, we have the starter Blackboard Parrot. With this card, if he's in the rear guard and you put him in the soul, you can choose one of your rear guards, and if that unit retires at the end of the turn, you can draw one card. So that is just really good, especially for this deck, considering that Great Nature's plan is to, like, retire rear guards and, like, get draw power. I mean, at least until, like, the new stuff comes out, then it's going to be based on, like, getting the power over 20,000. Alright, so that's the starter, and we'll move on to the triggers. 4 Holder Hedgehogs, which is a critical trigger. 4 Triangle Cobras, which is another critical. 4 Castanet Donkeys. With these, if you put from the rear guard into the soul, you can choose a unit and it gets 3,000 power until end of turn. And finally, for the triggers, 4 Heals, which is Dictionary Goat. Alright, that's my grade 0s. Okay, here comes the grade 1s. First up, this is a card that I don't even know how to say it. Like, everyone should be excited because we're the Wolf Pack. Give it up for 3 Silver Wolf! Yes, this card here is basically the 8k attacker and 8k booster, just a vanilla unit, just boost, attack. But yeah, like, this was like my favorite Great Nature card, like, when it first came out. Alright, next up, 4 Coiling Duckbill. With this card's ability, when it's placed onto the rear guard, you choose one of your other rear guards, and then if it retires at the end of the turn, you can draw a card. Next up, this one is kind of like my own deck choice. 3 Pencil Squire Hamskays. I choose to run only 3 because I feel like 3 is just the perfect amount, because, like, I can always, like, recycle these back into the deck with my main unit's effect, and to, like, just, like, bring them back into the deck using Legion. So, like, that's why I run 3, and, oh, and I am so sorry, I forgot to mention his ability. With his ability, when he's placed from the rear guard circle into the drop zone, you can counterblast 1 and then search your deck for another copy of himself and add it to your hand. And then finally, for the grade 1s of the deck, are 4 Perfect Guards, which are 4 Cable Sheep. Excuse me. I had something stuck in my throat, something fierce. Alright, next up for the grade 2s, I run 3 Compass Lions. 11,000 power, which is insane for a grade 2. With this card's ability is that at the end phase, if it's in the rear guard or in the vanguard circle, you have to choose one of your rear guards and retire it at the end phase. So, like, that helps if you need to, like, use Coiling Duckbill's effect or Blackboard Parrot. Excuse me. Like, this helps a bit. Next up is 4 of probably one of the most essential grade 2s for Great Nature is 4 Monoculous Tiger. With this card's ability, if it's in the Vanguard circle or in the rear guard, then when he attacks an opponent's Vanguard, you choose one of your rear guards and give it 4,000 power, and then you retire it at the end of the turn. So this is just awesome. And lastly, for the grade 2s, I run 4 of the Legion Mate, which is Illusion Scientist Researcher Fox. And with his ability, if my Vanguard is in Legion and a rear guard goes into the drop zone, well, when this unit is put into the drop zone, and then I can counterblast 1, choose one of my Vanguards, like when it's in Legion, and then I search my deck for a copy of the same card I just chose. So if this goes to the drop zone, I could counterblast 1 and then grab another one to add to my hand. Alright, that's my grade 2s, and now we're moving on to the boss cards, which are grade 3s. Excuse me. Okay, so for the grade 3s, I run 4 Honorary Professor Shad Noir. This is a breakride unit, like you have 4 damage, and you ride a Great Nature unit on top of it. Then the new Vanguard gets plus 10,000 power, and it gets this awesome ability. Its ability is that when your Great Nature rear guard attacks an opponent's Vanguard, you can choose a rear guard, one of your Great Nature rear guards, and until end of turn, it gets plus 4,000 power, and at the end of the turn, draw a card and retire that unit. And, like, that effect can stack on, like, one card. Like, you don't have to just, like, separate it into 2 different ones. So, like, say if I had these out here, and, like, I broke ride into that, attack, give this one the plus, and then attack, give it another plus, and then at the end phase, those, no, they're not both gone. I'm sorry, my brain's all over the place. That'll go to the drop zone, and then, boom, you get 2 cards for practically nothing. And finally, my boss card of the deck, which is my Avatar of Great Nature, and that is 4 Magic Scientist Tester Fox. This card is like, oh my god, like this card is a beast when combined with Chat Noir. Hang on, let me get out the grade 2 Legion Mate here so you can see here. There we go. So basically, his ability is that, like, during the end phase, when this card is in Legion and one of your rear guards is put into the drop zone, then you can choose a card from your damage zone and flip it face up, and then if the unit you put into the drop zone had the same name as one of these 2, you can choose 2 cards from your drop zone and then put them to the bottom of your deck in any order. And his other ability is that when he attacks an opponent's Vanguard, you choose a rear guard and it gets plus 4,000 power, and you retire that unit at the end of the turn. So yeah, this deck here is just like crazy. It gets amazing card advantage, like you wouldn't believe. Like, I prefer these guys over Oracle Think Tank, to be honest. And I do have an Oracle Think Tank deck. I'll probably show that one later on. But, yeah, that is my Great Nature deck. That is the Beast University. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know ways you guys... I am sorry. Let me know what you guys think I can do to make it better. I'm always open to suggestions, but I am planning to rebuild this when the second set of the G series comes out. And I'll be focusing on the new stride unit, which is called I think Omniscience Magma Drago or something. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, this is my Great Nature deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, I just want to thank everyone for getting this channel to 24 subscribers. I know it sounds kind of silly when I just get excited over 24 subscribers, but you gotta understand, when I started this, I didn't think I would hit 3 subscribers. But yeah, I want to say thanks to you guys, and yeah, I am sorry I keep spacing these videos, but I keep doing other stuff. I trying to build other decks to show you guys, and I've been playing Skyrim a lot recently and Skyping friends and all that. So yeah, and if this video gets enough likes, I will post another deck profile straight away. I'm gonna try to get more videos into my channel more frequently. So yeah, that is my Great Nature deck. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself all over. Alright, so that's my deck. So be sure to break ride, Legion Mate, and stride that like button, because all that stuff is good for the Vanguard. So anyway, keep howling, my wolf pack. Good night to all of you. Howling!